Hey guys, welcome to another Jurassic World Alive videos. Today we're gonna talk about some of the Datamine findings in 1.7, and should be fun. Credit goes to our resident Discord data miner JWS, and he helped dig up some pretty interesting stuff. And let's go over them, shall we? So in 1.7, we got a lot of interesting things. Among those, we got stat boosts, we got daily migrations, and then we just sometimes wonder, and Cenozoics, and sometimes wonder, hey, what's coming next? And if you don't want to know what's coming next for some reason, like you don't want spoilers on the next update or potential future updates, I guess you could click away. I don't know why you would do that, but I guess some people would like to, so spoiler warning, I guess. But anyways, let's get into the potential new stuff. And remember, as with all data mines, nothing is confirmed to ever come out ever. Like, for example, back, like, all the way back in the day, like, last year, there was this Lime of Silithus, whatever it was called, that and its Gen 2 version. It was in the code for like a year or whatever, and it just never, what was it called? Let me see. Liveless Gen 2, whatever it's called. Limios. It's like this Kulosukas kind of thing. But that it was always in the code. It's been in there for like a year and never came out. It's probably not even, it probably got replaced by some other dino. But anyways, that's besides the point. Just keep in mind that none of these things are like confirmed to come out by any sort of imagination. So, anyways, let's actually get into it now. So first of all, something that we found in the code that was pretty interesting was a new animation. I'm pretty sure it's a battle animation. From what the code suggests, and there's multiple sets of it. But just to summarize it, it's like a diving animation. There's like different kinds of diving. There's like dive with waves and stuff, and other diving animations. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but that strongly suggests aquatic dinos in the future. At least to me, like diving, there's waves, there's like water and stuff. Strongly suggest aquatics to me, but there are no aquatic creatures in the code, but only these animations. But that's a clue, I guess, right? A lot of this stuff is speculation. And anyways, moving on to the second part, there are chests labeled Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic Park 2 chests. It could be like when JWS first brought this up to me, I was wondering, because it was between the lines of the Easter chest and the St. Patrick's chest and all that stuff. So I was thinking maybe it's just what they call their regular chests. So that could be a possibility, or it could be some like a future event that's based on the first two movies or whatever. So that could be fun, or it could just be nothing. Anyways, moving on. This is a pretty big finding. There's a new tab called Sanctuary, and there's a lot of stuff in there, but none of it makes any sense to me at the moment. So, the first line says something like a creature or Ankylosaur Sanctuary, and I think that's the only dino there. So it looks like they probably haven't really developed this one fully yet, but just mostly at the moment it's just maybe the Anky's just like a placeholder in the code and stuff. So it's a sanctuary. It's along the drone, lab, and radar, all those other tabs. So it could be just another new section in the game. Sanctuary, I really don't know what will happen here. So there's basically two scenes in this sanctuary. One scene, they call it the Sanctuary Enclosure, and then another scene is Gang of Six, whatever that means. If there's any like movie references, I'm really missing, because I don't really remember anything, close to resembling this in any of the movies, or even books. I would say like what comes in 6 in the movies, and when you think about anything in the game, that nothing really resembles that either. Since your strike team is 8 dinos, and nothing else really would suggest anything like that. So it could be something new. And remember, these are mostly just assets, so that's why stuff like trees are in here. So it's like background trees and whatever, I guess. And then there's, according to that, there's like a kind of leveling system and also a leaderboard thing, I guess. So, not sure what this is at all. If you guys have any ideas, any guesses to what this is, I have no clue. So that could be a thing, I guess. Like at first, when JWS brought this up to me, I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's where you raise dinos and stuff. Like you could put them in the sanctuary and then they'll level up and whatever. But I don't know what a leaderboard would have to do with that. Let me check some earlier notes that we made when we found them. I think was there a battle thing? I can't remember. I don't think there was a battle thing though. It's a whole separate user interface, which is as JWS pointed out, it's separate from the battle user interface. So I don't know. This is weird. Anyways, I don't have any real guesses other than what I've just said. But if you guys have any other better guesses than I do, feel free to tell me in the comments. It should be interesting. Like the concept, we don't even have a concept, but the stuff that it could potentially be could be pretty fun. But anyways, moving on, we have some other stuff. We have 2 new APs in the code, which is what they call stat boosts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what AAP actually stands for, but it's what they call stat boost. So we're getting crit, or potentially getting crit chance boost and armor boost, which yikes! Like that's yeah, that could potentially be great or potentially disastrous. So brace yourselves for that one if it ever comes. And then another great thing that we JWS found is a button for multi-fusion. That's interesting. Like, if you guys know, especially if you're leveling up rare hybrids that have like such a long bar of EXP they need to level up, like it'll take forever. When I was leveling up my Perlith, I was I don't just just sit there and level it. When I'm doing those or fuse them, I usually watch a movie or something, and then for my Perlift, you need to get it from level 5 to level 6 to level 20, right? I was watching a basketball game, and it took me like 3 full quarters to finish it, to level it from level 6 to level 20. So if there's like a multi-fuse thing, that would be great. Like I only leveled Perlift up recently as well, so it's just because like it takes forever for you to just click that thing and try to level it and all that stuff. So yeah, that would be great if there's a multi-fusion thing. Of all the things that I do hope comes out, other than the aquatic dinosaurs, because I love aquatic creatures, like this is what I probably want to come out the most. That's multi-fusion. It saves so much time and effort on your hands. So and last thing we did find in here is some creature group changes. These refer to usually dinos that you could get from incubators, like event featured dinos or strike event dinos and stuff. They group them into each kind of groups, and you guys know about them. First of all, there's the counter group. They took away Magindasukis and put in Miragaya. That's a positive one. Miragaya is far more useful than Magindasukis. And then, although it does take away rare attempts away from Carno and friends, so if you do want Carno, then that's a rip. But you get Miragaya and more common attempts on Lythornax. So there's that. Black Max, obviously for Perlith, which makes Gripelith, which is really great right now. And also, the Fierce group got a bit of a change as well. They took away Nindasuchus, Ophigodon, and Irritator, and then they added Irritator Gen 2, Barry, and Cabro, which, of course, you guys already saw on this week's event data. So basically, there's only one that changed, the counter one, that we don't know yet. So when that comes around, do expect those kind of changes. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Just some Datamined info here, which sounds pretty cool. Personally, I can't wait for Aquatics to come out. I love Aquatics. Apparently, according to... And look, we've had so many signs of things alluding to Aquatics potentially being in the game, but there just really isn't a timeline. They just keep on dropping clues for us, but, you know, nothing really official yet. I'm pretty sure it'll come out sooner or later. In Jurassic World, the game, which is also developed by Ludia, I think they came out after the Cenozoic, so they might, you know, just push out the Cenozoics first, and then after that, they'll give us some Aquatics. My personal prediction is kind of, they gave us the Savannah type kind of Cenozoics, and then they'll push for, like, other stuff, like the caves, because in Jurassic World, the game, there's the Ice Age group, and then there's, like, the Savannah group, and then the, or Snow group, whatever you want to call it, and then Savannah group, and then there's, like, Cave group with, like, Titanoboans and stuff, which, if they really threw out a Titanoboa, that would be all I want from Cenozoics. And then, my guess is, like, they'll throw out Savannah dinos in, like, the spring, like, through a bit of summer, just like now, this time, I guess. And then after that, they'll throw out, like, some cave creatures. And then after that, during the winter, they'll throw out, like, the snow ones, mammoths, all that. And then after that, after, you know, all three of those groups are released, they'll start throwing or introducing the game to Aquatics. That's just my guess. You know, it's just a guess. But I can't wait for Aquatics. And a lot of people have been asking, oh, but, you know, they can't implement it. How could they? I don't care. Ludia will figure out a way. They'll figure it out. Don't ask me how they're going to implement it. They'll figure it out. I'm sure they will. So, yep, that's going to be it for this video. A lot of exciting / also potentially scary things coming out from the Datamine. And also, again, thanks to JWS on the Discord. And also, if you guys do want to see a lot of this information earlier, I guess, you could join our Discord. And also, I do have a Patreon thing. It's in the description link. And if you do join it, you do get access to these channels earlier, way earlier than I usually post these videos. So, you know, if you want to help support the channel and stuff, that would be helpful. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Subscribe if you guys to the channel, join the Discord if you want to talk about any of this stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.